do anything to help me out or whatever, you know. And I was like, oh, you want something to eat? Like, come on, I'll get you something to eat. Like, he was like, no, I'm not going to go in there or whatever. So anyway, I went in and, we ordered our food, and I ordered him a burger and some fries and got him a cup of water. When I got everything, I went out and brought it to him, and he was like, oh man, God bless you, brother. God bless you. I was like, yeah, man, no worries. Enjoy it, you know. And then went back in and ate dinner or whatever. But when we went to leave, he had vanished. He disappeared. So I didn't get to see him again. But it was an interesting interaction, and definitely had had a sense of I don't even know how to explain it. You know, I definitely felt good about what I did. But then what's that?
You get like a high almost.
Yeah, I was pretty pumped. There's definitely been times where I've just kind of walked away from people, when they come up to me. But, I've had probably with all my travels and stuff in the last 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been. Like, I can remember one time I flew into Newark Airport, and I was either waiting for you or Lorraine to come pick me up. And, some dude came up to me, and, he gave me, some story about like how he needed to get on a bus or whatever. And at that point, it was a long day, so I was a little aggravated, you know what I mean? And all I had on me was 20s, and I was kind of pissed that I gave him a 20, you know what I mean? But I gave it to him. So I've definitely, as I've gotten older and have, been a little bit better about my savings and having a little bit more extra cash flowing around, if I have the opportunity to do that, I'll try to extend it out and what's a couple bucks here or there, you know what I mean? I've got a roof over my head, I've got food in my belly, and I've got a refrigerator full of food. Life is good for me. So, I definitely felt good about it. Oh, we lost the call again, folks. I hope the Prince didn't drop his call. He might have ran out of battery. Oh, we're back. You're fucking killing me, Smalls.
I didn't do anything. I'm gonna blame it on the youth upstairs live streaming.
Oh man, but no, I was just saying, it was definitely a good feeling, and then, I try not to think about it, but then you always wonder, like, is this guy really in need, or is he fucking going to trade his burger for some meth or something like that? But at the end of the day, that's not my concern. Whether he's truly is homeless and down on his luck, or he's down on his luck and addicted to drugs, at the end of the day, he's still in a worse off position than I am. So, whatever happened to that burger, if it ended up in his belly or if he fucking traded it off for whatever, it is what it is. But, it made me feel good. But then you wonder, like, at least I wondered, like, was I doing that just to do it, or was I doing that to get that kind of feeling out of it, So it was kind of a weird experience when I got home and I was, a little medicated, and you start getting deep into some thought, the places that your mind brings you, it was something that, started off as something, just a nice little gesture, and then you start questioning your motives as to why you're doing that sort of shit, but whatever, it is what it is. And
thanks, Mom.
Yep, mommy and daddy issues, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome. We can have a whole nother podcast on that.
1512. But it was. That's
rad.
Yeah, I try to do that sort of stuff when the opportunity presents itself. It's all part of growing and being a better person, and that's definitely something that I can remember. One time we were in New York City, fucking walking out of the Sound Factory at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and some dude fucking asked Jeffrey for some change, and he fucking told him to take a shower, and the dude like fucking started screaming at us, and we were like running away from it. It was like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, why you gotta fucking...
Dude, shag the tank.
Yeah, I'll never forget that day. He's like, yeah, go take a shower. And the guy's like, oh, just fucking went off the Richter. I mean, we could probably have a whole Shank the Tank podcast of just telling Shank stories. I'm going to write that down for a later episode. The Legend of Shank the Tank.
Dude, we might need to get some clearance on that.
Yeah, we might need. We've already let the cat out of the bag with who the person is, so we might need. We might need to get some clearance so that we don't incriminate anyone or get anyone in trouble. But dude, I have some fucking legendary stories from being.
Yeah, he's our Joey Diaz.
Well, dude, it's crazy. Like, you know, I honestly, like, sometimes when Joey Diaz is going off, like, that's all I picture is Jeff doing, like, fucking, you know, saying the same shit, like, you know, and then also, like, with Airey, like, I think of fucking TL and how much he reminds me of fucking Airey, and it's just like, it's like these fucking people that are in our world that, you know, we don't even really know, but we have real people in our lives that we're, you know, tied to through friendship or through family that are like could be identical twins to these people, like brothers from another mother type shit. But you know,
yeah,
dude, you know what else I wanted to talk about too? Just came across my radar today. Have you heard of Prophets of Rage yet?
Yeah, dude, because of you. I mean, you were the one who found it. It was pretty fucking rad.
Dude, I feel like, you know, my knowledge of music has definitely dropped off since I stopped buying CDs and shit like that and hanging out with Timmy, you know. But, dude, Prophets of Rage, Chuck D, fucking Be Real, and Tommy Morello, and Tim C, and I think maybe the drummer from Rage Against the Machine put together a super group, and they're actually going to be on tour this summer and into the fall. So you might want to look it up. There might be a fucking show in San Diego, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Pennywise show coming up in San Diego too, because they're on tour right now.
Oh, I gotta check that out, man. Go see Pennywise for sure.
Yeah, there's one going to be in Dallas in November, and that's like 2.5 hours from here. So, if it's feasible with work and everything, I think I might go try to take a trek down to Dallas and see that. And then Prophets of Rage is playing in Kansas City, so I've got a hook up there where I can stay. So I might go try to take that one in too, because they're doing like they have like some original songs, but they're doing Rage songs, they're doing some Public Enemy songs, and I think they're doing some Cypress Hill songs on their show.
That's rad.
But yeah, I found out about that today. The fucking bass player from Rage Against the Machine is apparently boys with Lance Armstrong. And that dude rode the Leadville 100 in 2014 when I ran it, and I guess Lance was part of his crew. So that I'm just listening to that podcast before we got on here to do this. So check that out. It's called the Forward Podcast with Lance Armstrong, and he's had some pretty random guests. You know, I guess he's, you know, he was a superstar, so he knows a lot of different people. And you know, I think the last one he had Ben Harper on. So yeah, he's got some pretty interesting guests, and it's pretty cool stuff. He doesn't really get into cycling all that much either, which is kind of cool. But yeah, pretty interesting to hear that. And then also, you remember Gary Johnson when he was on Rogan's podcast?
Yeah.
He ran the Leadville 100.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Hey.
What?
Now that we're speaking Leadville, how about Floyd's Leadville opening up?
Dude, I cannot wait to go partake and check out that stuff. I want to reach out to him, see if he's maybe looking to do some sponsorship for some athletes or stuff. But they just, I don't know how long it's been open, but there's another dispensary up there now in Leadville. It's called Roots RX, and that sign that is where the Floyd's of Leadville is, it's going to be in that same thing. So I think they have a whole setup where they're doing, you know, they have the dispensary there, but I think there's also, they're growing right there too. So I think, I don't know if he's living up there or what, but, and then I also saw he's doing a launch party down in Denver at one of those clubs I went to see. I think it's at Beta, which is where I saw Bukashade last summer. So, yeah, good for him, dude. Good for him.
Yeah.
You know. And then I was also there's another documentary you might want to check out. It's called Rolling Papers. It's about the Denver Post and how when they were getting ready to transition over to recreational in Colorado, that the Denver Post actually hired a team of writers to report on recreational use in Colorado. So it's pretty cool if you get an opportunity. It's only like 90 minutes, so I would check that out.
Word. I want to put a plug out there for a little pro wrestling gem. I think everyone, pro wrestling fan or not, should go watch. You should go watch it too, Richie. It's called it's Matt and Jeff Hardy. Final Deletion. It's called. It's like a bad B movie. It is the funniest shit you'll ever see. You'll thank me for it later. You're welcome.
Well, I have to say, of all the 6 people that probably listen to this, none of them are probably professional wrestling
fans. Bro,
fans.
You need to stop, because I had some people from the gym that tell me I need to talk more about professional wrestling on this podcast. So the more requests we'll get, once The Rock calls me up and we're cutting promos together, we'll talk more pro wrestling.
Oh, man. I don't think you're going to get me into it ever, other than a casual observer of listening to some old school Ric Flair or maybe some old school Rock. But
listen, I know what your taste is. I know what to send your way. I know what you're not even trying to have, and I stay in those boundaries. I think you, as an older brother, have taught me very well to learn my boundaries and how to stay in them.
Well, there was a wrestling event here in Oklahoma City over the weekend. There was it was called Oklacon all day yesterday. Dudes signing autographs and shit. Jeff Jarrett, Jim Ross, Sting, couple other dudes, and then they had Oklahomania last night at the Cox Center.
Should have went, bro.
I have
be a lot cooler if you did.
I have certain things budgeted for fun expenses, and right now wrestling just hasn't made the cut to be spending money. So you'll be the first to know, though, when I do go to my first wrestling show for sure.
Word.
What else you got? Anything else you want to touch on here? We're running right up to about an hour. We're breaking records here today, dog.
Oh shit, 2-parter.
Not even, bro. I
even
upgraded. We got up to 3 hours of Joe Rogan Experience time we're dealing with now.
Yo, I hope you people have long commutes and want to listen to us ramble about our lives. Nothing, dude. Just training, coaching. I told you to finish that course. Been hitting Disneyland up like it's my job. Finally taking advantage of living where I live. Got a season pass.
Oh my god.
2 weekends in a row, man. We were there yesterday from about, I'd say 11:30 to midnight.
What?
Yeah.
11:30 p.m.
11:30 in the morning.
Till midnight?
To midnight, yeah. Dude, we went hard in the paint, bro. God. Dude, my lady Lindsay likes it as much as I do, dude. So we enjoy it.
That's insane.
Dude, it's the best. It's the best. People like going camping. We like going to Disney.
That's crazy. That's a long time to do anything.
Bro, make the sisters proud.
I guess so.
Yeah, dude. You've always looked down on me for pro wrestling and Disney. It's cool.
No, I wouldn't say I've looked down.
It's my nerd brother.
It's just not something I could get into, There's just
too cool for school rich Airey, man. I can't be fucking having that shit.
No, not at all,
I'm the real deal Holyfield.
I think the whole issue with Disney was that my first experience, I didn't get to go there when I was fucking
4.
Twice a year, every year since I was 4. I didn't get to go there till I was 21, and it fucking go out and booze, and then Lorraine's fucking trying to get me up at 6 a.m. to do shit when I'm hungover. You know, it's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't